Hello everyone, I'm Indu George from Albertian Institute of Management. One of the most important skills that every manager should possess are the negotiation skills. So today we are going to learn more about negotiation and negotiation skills. So when we speak about negotiation, it is a process by which we search for the terms to obtain what we want from somebody who wants something from us. It means that this is actually a preposition by which we give something to get something. In other words, we can say that negotiation is an explicit voluntary traded exchange between people who want something from each other. So when two people have something which each other wants, they will come for a negotiation, discuss with each other and reach a consensus and get what each other wants. To negotiate is to trade something we have for something we want. So we are ready to give up something what we have for getting something which we want. We talk about it as negotiation. So this negotiation can also be said as conferring with others to reach a compromise or agreement. So when we actually have a discussion to reach a consensus or a compromise, we talk about it as negotiation. So essentials of a negotiation: there must be at least two parties. So that is minimum. When two parties are there, there is a negotiating party and a negotiatee party. So when two people are there, and they should have definite goals and objectives. Whenever we come for a negotiation, they have specific needs. Okay, we are going to negotiate for this. This is actually what we want. So they have specific goals and objectives when they come for negotiation. It requires flexibility. This means that I am ready to give up something so that I can get something. So sometimes I may have to leave something, I may have something, I'm not ready to give up everything, but what I may have to give more than I expected so that I can get what the other party has. So I need to be very flexible in the case of negotiation. Needs effective communication skills. We need the 7 C's of communication. All the clarity, confidence, confidentiality, consistency, all the 7 C's that is there. It is used during the communication process to make a negotiation as successful. And normally there is no winner or loser because each party gives up something else to gain something. So there is no definite winner or a loser in a normal effective negotiation. Now when you look into the negotiation outcomes, we can see that first is a loss outcome. That means none of the parties get anything. They come for a negotiation, they discuss a lot, this side, that side. Each party is inflexible, they are not ready to give up on what they want. So both the parties do not gain anything. That is called a loss negotiation. Next is a win-loss negotiation. In a win-loss negotiation, one side of the party is capable of getting whatever they wanted from the other party. The other party has to give it out. Maybe it is because of their lack of communication skills, or maybe it is because of the lack of knowledge of negotiation, or maybe because they are not able to hold on to their objectives. Sometimes there is a win-loss outcome. Next is a draw outcome. In a draw outcome, both the parties gain they do not get whatever they wanted, but they get some of the things that they came for. They are not very happy with the outcome, but at the same time they gain some of the outcomes they came to the negotiating table for. Then we say it is a draw. And finally, there is a win-win outcome. In this case, both the parties gain whatever they came for. Both the parties give up some of the things they have and they gain something from the other party. Both the parties leave the negotiation table as a winner. These are the various negotiation outcomes. Now, when you move into the elements of a successful negotiation, we can see that one of the elements that is there for a successful negotiation is positive attitude, because only if you have a positive attitude towards a negotiation process, you will be able to have a win-win outcome. You should be able to identify or see the good things in everything. So that is it. Second is knowledge of the negotiation process. The people in the negotiation process should have a clear-cut knowledge about how to go about this process. There are various stages in the negotiation process. So these people should be having a clear-cut idea about how negotiation proceeds. Next is an understanding of people. So this is essentially a very important quality, that is, I should be able to read the people of the other party. So I should be able to read their body language. I should be able to understand what they stand for so that I can actually bring forth or put forth or go forth in my arguments in the negotiation. And next is a grasp of your subject. That is, I should have a clear-cut idea about what I want. I should never lose my eyes from my objective. I should have a clarity on all the different aspects of my negotiation. Then only I will be able to have a clear-cut winning negotiation. And next is creativity. This is actually another important factor because thinking out of the box is very essential in the case of having a good negotiation. Sometimes you will not be able to have a paper cut or clear cut negotiation outcome. So you may have to think out of the box, brainstorm and come out with ideas which will have a positive outcome on the negotiation. Next is communication skills. This is again another important skill because as we discussed earlier, the 7 Z's of communication is very essential to have an effective and efficient negotiation. Next is mental alertness. So this is something which normally people play at with negotiation because first sometimes they try to lag the negotiation process. So one party gets bored and then they fall for the tricks of the other party. So it is very essential to be very mentally alert throughout the negotiation process to be successful. And next is the patience. So patience is another important virtue which every negotiator should be having because it is a tedious process. There are various stages and each stage is a very lengthy, long process. So you should have a lot of patience to be an effective negotiator. Phases of negotiation. So these are the various phases of negotiation. First stage is planning the negotiation. So in this stage, the parties will plan where the negotiation is going to take place, who are the people who are going to take part in the negotiation process, who is going to speak first, who is going to speak about the major objectives, who is going to be the timekeeper, who will actually bring a talk when it moves away from the topic. So all these things along with the venue and the time and everything is planned out first. So this is the first stage. Next is bid. Once these people come to the negotiation table, the first thing they will do is bid. That means I will put up my best possible need forward. The other party will also put forth their bid. So that means both parties will bring out what they are actually come to the negotiation table for in this stage. Next is debate. So in the negotiation process, there is a lot of debate involved because the other party may not be ready to give up whatever I asked. I may not be ready to give up whatever they asked. So there's a lot of debate going on back and forth before a final outcome can be reached. So this is actually the heart of a negotiation process, which is the debate. Once the debate is over, I will come out with I will come out with an improved proposal. In the bid process, I put up whatever I wanted. Now I am ready to actually make changes, be flexible and come out with my side of the proposition, which may be acceptable to the other. So that is where the other party will also come out with the same. So this stage is actually called the propose. Next is actually ratify. Once both the parties propose their parts, they will discuss again on this, and once they agree on the proposition, then they have to ratify the process. That means they will document the entire stuff and then they will sign and make the thing a legal document. And once that is done, so this normally ends the negotiation process, and final stage is the review process, which takes place away from the negotiation table. So once the proposal is ratified, it comes into place, then it is actually put into practice. Around about 6 to 8 months later on, you actually review how effective that negotiation has been, whether it has been as good as what you expected. So that is actually the review process. So these are actually the various stages of the negotiation process. Now moving on to the qualities of a negotiator. A good negotiator should have good self-confidence, because only if I reflect confidence, other party will believe whatever I am saying. I should have great patience. This is actually a virtue which every negotiator should be having. I should be empathetic. I should be able to be in the other person's shoes. I should be able to think from their angle, understand them before I make my own propositions. Next, know when to start, stop, and your own bottom line. That is, I should have a clarity on how to start the negotiation, when to stop actually debating, and also my bottom line. That is, there is a limit below which I am not ready to go. So when I am on the negotiating table, I should be able to maintain that bottom line. I should never do anything below the bottom line. And then respect for the other party. whenever I am on negotiating, I should always have respect for the people from the other side, because they have, like they have also come out with a specific objective. Timeliness. Keeping up to the timeline is actually a very important part as far as negotiation is concerned. So that is another important factor. Aware of non-verbal communication. Sometimes it is more easy to read non-verbal communication rather than the verbal communication. So a person on the negotiation table has to be very careful, should be able to understand what the different vibes that are coming out from the other party, their non-verbal communication. So these are actually the various skills and qualities that is required by a negotiator. Thank you so much.